Hey, what's going on, cats and dogs? Just playing a little Dead Cells here. It's a new early access game that's out on Steam. It's coming out for a few different systems. It's a roguelike, side-scrolling action game that's like very much like Metroid. But we'll just kind of jump right into it and go into it right now, and you can kind of see how it goes. Aren't you the headless fellow that's been getting around? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Ah, yes. That's right. No tongue. Must be anyway, it must be strange to be back from the dead. I mean, surely you must have noticed. You can no longer die. I don't really understand it. But you're not the first to find yourself in this situation, if that's what you want to know. Eh? Okay, cool. This is a pretty cool game, pretty basic. Let me get the mouse out of here. That's just tacky. You pick up different items, you can switch between them, and you can only have a certain set amount of items, and certain ones only go in certain slots. Like, the bow, I can take that and put it in my second slot, or this one, I could switch out with, you know, that one too. You can use the shield for defense, you can switch out with the bow, you can use that for long-range attacks, it's got some limited ammo. You've got a main weapon too, and actually you can go into the menu, I believe, and yeah, switch which one you want to consider to be your main weapon, because either type of item can be your main. It's really just what button it uses, but I'll switch that right back. That's a pretty cool game. I played it just for a little bit to get the hang of it, actually, because I saw it was really kind of sweet, and I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. I love Metroid games. I love Castlevania. Like, absolutely adore it. And there's a bunch of secrets in this game. It's a roguelike, so there's change in pace every time you play it. Every time you die, you barely get to keep anything. But there's certain things you do get to keep that make any start a little bit different each time. So it's really kind of an interesting concept for a game. I mean, a lot of other games have done it recently, but no one's done it to this much of an extreme in the Castlevania or Metroid style category. Because you go around, you pick up wall chicken, essentially, you get that. It's pretty cool. Healing's very sparse. You don't get to keep an inventory other than what you have equipped to your weapons. But anything that you do find stays on the map until if you want to go back and get it. So the only other issue I can really think of that I've noticed is that here we get a scroll of power. You can actually upgrade. You've got stats. You get to upgrade them depending on what item you get. Some will only upgrade 2 of them. Like one gets you tactics and survival, the other one will get you brutality and tactics, and one will get you brutality and survival. And this one can take all 3. I like to start, I'm kind of experimenting with this, but you get plus a certain amount of HP depending on which one you choose. I get the most out of this one because I like the close range attacks that are offered by, you know, short range weapons, melee weapons. But I believe that you get better benefits because every time you upgrade a particular stat, that stat, next time you want to upgrade it, the amount of HP you get extra goes down. So if you start lower, the percentage will make a more significant difference later. It's a little confusing when if you think about it, but I won't jump into it. I'm just gonna grab this right now. Okay, let's see here. All right, we gotta move out. Gotta move out here. Get up here. Anyway, it's very Metroidvania in that there's this kind of item right here. This little blob thing on the ground. This little cute little blob thing you can tickle. Later, you'll if you get far enough, you'll get an item that will make it so that you can actually cause that to grow into vines. It's a pretty sweet deal. The nice thing is that, you know, when I said you lose all your items if you die. And you know what? I will go with that. You lose all your items if you die, but certain of the kind of like big unlock skill items, like the ones that turn the blobs into vines. Ooh, nice. So I'll take this one and I'll slot it in that slot because it's a big, heavier weapon. It's better than the one we've got. Like anything is. But anyway, the kind of quest item sort of things, the things that give you extra actual skills, those persist through death. So that's actually a really nice deal. So it's very Metroid or Castlevania in that respect. So you get you would get something that I don't know, the various suit or something that gives you access to different areas. That's something that you will get to keep. You also get to keep blueprints and stuff if you make it to any particular special in-between area checkpoints. Now this is a special skill item. It's kind of a secondary sort of weapon. Oh, nice. Got that door, go back down, go through there. I want to go take these guys out though. Stay away from that, because don't like explosions. They'll take you down. They'll kill you. There's no actual fall damage, as evidenced by that. But the further that you fall, as far as I know, there's no fall damage. But the further that you fall, the more dazed you become. Oh, hits still hurt, man. Even though they're... Oh yeah, and here's a pastry. Drop the pastry, and then you get to take that. You can leave those on the floor if you need to. If you need to come back and grab them later, that's pretty nice. All right, we got a shop here. And I'd rather have the slicer. So I'll see if I can score a little bit more gold and come back here. And I'll try to keep my eye out, because there are little like glyphs that will show up in the wall. Oh shit. Let's see what I got for a map here. All right, I got that chest. I didn't go up there. I don't think I can go up there. I don't think I really have any options for getting any more gold at this point. Well, you know what? Then in that case, I will just go ahead and switch areas. So when you're in between levels, you get to talk to these guys. Well, look who it is. I'm the collector, and I'm about the closest thing you'll find to decent company around here. Bring me the cells that you gather from others. In exchange, I'll procure a few useful little items for you. Should you stumble upon a blueprint, bring it to me and I will introduce you to some more experimental items. So, the cells are essentially the experience that you get. You get gold, and gold, with certain things, gold will usually be something that you lose if you die. But you can spend it on items that you will also lose. The idea is that you want to get better items faster, so, anyway, that's beside the point. Cells are more like the experience. If you spend your cells, anything you spend your cells on, you get the progress. That's something that you keep. So anything that you give to the collector is something that you keep, persists beyond death. So I'm gonna get the health flask, because that is a really good item to use. Now, the health flasks are very much like a Dark Souls type item. Oh yeah, and this is a nifty sort of thing too. You can't actually leave without spending all your cells. So that's the thing. You don't have to buy a full thing, but you do have to spend them all. So you could spend just one on one thing. And those persist until the next time. Now, gold reserves like this is something that if you have more than 3,000 gold, you get to keep that if you die. When you respawn, you get that money. And I'll die. It'll happen. So you'll see all of this in action. Anyway, the last thing, let's see what I want. Any melee weapons you upgrade, you unlock, that's something that you will unlock the option of getting. So that's something that will drop from enemies in different levels. You gain levels. It's a pretty cool deal. As you move on, they're higher level weapons. You get Blood Sword 2 or 3. I think I picked up, the weapon I picked up was a level 2 item. But I believe you have to unlock the weapon by getting a blueprint first. Now, the nice thing is, if you unlock the blueprint and then you unlock the item, it gives you that item or weapon immediately also. So you have the option to pick that up, in addition to getting it at a later time randomly. So now that we've spent all our souls, we're gonna move on here. We're gonna talk to this guy. He has mutations. These are kind of nifty little additions, very similar to the items that you pick up in Risk of Rain, if you're familiar with that. You pick up those and they help you in some manner until you die. You know, they build up until you die, but you can only get so many, and you get... Anyway, we'll talk to this guy. He doesn't say much. So you only get one mutation for every time you go in between an area. So I can choose any one of these mutations to have. And I don't know if there's higher levels of the mutations, or if you can only get up to all of these total, or maybe you unlock mutations later. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure you can get like blueprints, or the collector can actually unlock different mutations for you through cell use. The thing that I think that I'm going to use right now is we'll go for combo. So after killing an enemy for 15 seconds, I get plus 103 DPS, which is really nice. And these will upgrade, you know, because this is a brutality mutation, tactics, survival. They will upgrade with your levels, and you can see your levels in the bottom left corner. So we've got that. And I was talking about the health file. The health file is really nice because you can use it during each level once, or, you know, depending on the upgrades. But every time you get to an in-between area and you get to this spot right here, this will heal you up and also refill your flasks. So you have those again to use during the next section. Anyway, so we'll move on here. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite games. It's early access, like I said. You can grab it on, you know, the Humble Store or Steam, or it's going to be out, I believe, on like PS4, probably Switch. Not sure about that. And I believe I said, hey, Secret Zone. I believe I said that. And you can't. The other unfortunate thing is that you can't go back into the area and just store all your stuff. So you have to get to the next section. But I believe I said before that it was very much a roguelike, and things will, you know, change up. I wish I could get that. But you need a bunch of keys. Don't know where they are. Now, there will be random areas, but a lot of it will be kind of in a set sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? A milieu. Like it's randomly generated dungeons. And this is a time lock door, so you have to get there within like 2 minutes of starting, of your respawning or life or whatever. Damn it. Yeah, that'll do. It will randomly generate the area, but to a point. Like there's very much a formula to how it generates. Like this area will always be kind of very flat terrain with these drop-down areas that you can go into. You can delve deeper. And I believe always the first one is going to be that area that has that time lock door. So you'll always know basically where it is, so you can get to it faster. And there will always be that like basic secret area at the beginning of this too. But the terrain and stuff will be a little bit different each time. So that's actually kind of a very cool thing. Also, you get to these little teleport points. You can teleport between those if you need to. They don't persist after death because of the random generation part that I was talking about. Let's see here. Gotta get through this. I don't think there's actually anything down here, if I remember. Oh. These guys are jerks. They can, like, teleport. Ow. Ow. Nice thing, I got 2 upgrades here, so we can actually get a little bit more HP, get a little bit more power. So, 31%. And this will also give us a little bit more DPS. We can choose 3 here because this is a regular upgrade scroll. I'll go with brutality. But this one is a Minotaur scroll, and you can only do brutality or survival. But still, you know, I'll take either one, basically. Let's see. I want to upgrade the other ones, but I also want the HP. HP's pretty clutch. I'm pretty sure if you've played any games ever, you probably know. Gotta keep you going, because I don't think there's any actual defense-style items in this game or any equipment of that nature, so it's all entirely defense. Which is reasonable, because that's, you know, having a defense stat is pretty much just akin to giving you more HP, or more bang for your buck in that respect. So you might as well give you that. You pick up items that give you more money, all that. I need to get a faster weapon. Want to get a faster weapon, something that'll kill things a lot faster. Anyway, so the layout changes every time. Keep an eye out because there's little things like this door. I don't know what this door actually opens. There's different ones. There's like 1 to 4 dots on those doors that I've seen. And yeah, there isn't anything down here. This is another one of those little things that you can get an extra. You get a special artifact item for. I haven't gotten that one yet. The only one I've really gotten is the one that invokes the vine ladder. But I don't have that in this game. I started a brand new game for this particular playthrough. Alright, gotta get out of here. Let's get up there. Now, I probably should heal up. But we'll see how much further I can get in. How did I actually... Oh, shit. Alright, gotta get out of here. Gotta take care of this thing, because this does the protective shield. Get out of here, you bastard! Those guys are actually not too hard to fight, because they don't actually do direct damage to you, as far as I can tell. Ow. Alright, freeze this punk. Get out of the way. Ow. And all your skills have all your extra skills, like the ice grenade that I got that has a cooldown, so you can use it as many times as you want. Doesn't have any ammo, but damn it. But to use it again, you have to wait for it to cool down. So this has a lot of cool elements in it that I really like from other games, and it's really well executed. It doesn't. One problem I have with a lot of roguelikes is that it gives you a certain amount of you don't have the only progress that you really get is the progress that you make. If you die, you lose everything. So the only kind of progress that you get is what you learn from how to interact with the environment, which is, you know, still good. But I kind of prefer to have something a little more, like something like Rogue Legacy has the, you know, upgrade system where you can die, but every time you die, you know, you take on the life of your offspring, but you kind of keep the, what they say, legacy, where you get to keep like the castle level and all that, but you have to start with the castle, going through the dungeon again, which isn't all bad. I don't have enough for this. Firebrand's pretty cool. I really wish I had enough for like the electric whip, but I can still go get some. And there's a teleport point right here, so I can go straight up to here, go a little bit further on, take on some enemies. All right, which one do I want? Let's go with Wolf Trap. I don't know if that was a cursed thing or not. Yeah, so if I had that the vine ladder, I could go up here, and it would be a little bit of a shortcut. I'll hit this. Oh shit, I don't remember what this is. I don't know if I can... Okay, so this must be just a different section of the same map. Don't know. Couldn't say. Oh, this is where I get that item. Oh yeah, so every time you get these, oh shit. Alright, so the elites are like mini bosses. Oh god, that was harrowing. Okay. Another artifact, pick that up. Sweet! Alright. Yep, so this is the Vine Rune right here. Oh, nice! That is a very high level. This doesn't happen very often, where you get a high level item, and it's actually kind of cool. This one high level. The yellow border ones are colorless, which means that the highest level applies as its damage dealer. So I'll take that in place of our bow. All right, it's not very quick. But it's still pretty cool. All right, so I made a lot of progress here. And actually now, I think is a great time to break it off. So we'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.